Welcome back to the game, everyone. This is Robert continuing Star Trek Expeditions. I am about to begin the next turn for Uhura. However, one of the viewers, I believe it was Book Addict, noticed that I had made an error in a previous turn. A number of the Energizer cards that deal with the USS Enterprise can be played from any location, but repair cards are different. They can only be played while on the Enterprise. So before, when I played the repair card, Chekhov was still on the planet surface. What I'm going to do is I'm going to return this card to Chekhov's stack, and we're going to have to do a click of damage here to the Enterprise to indicate that that repair did not take place. So where they thought they had everything patched up, perhaps something short-circuited or something like that, and the Enterprise is not quite in the condition or the prime condition that they thought it was. So that should set things right, and we can start Uhura's turn by turning over the next Stardate card. The next Stardate card has been turned over. Uhura will have 3 actions this turn. We advance the Stardate by 1 day. It's now day 6, and it is time to begin. With Lieutenant Uhura being so good at being able to draw cards and pass them out to other characters, I think I'm going to have her spend her actions like I did before, drawing some energized cards, and see if we can help equip the other characters for the missions down on the planet. For her first action this turn, we're going to draw a card, and we have a planetary scientist who will add +2 to any science mission. Let's give the planetary scientist card to Dr. McCoy. For her next action, we'll draw another energized card, and we have another crew member. This one only grants a +1. This crew member can help boost communications. I think I'm going to go ahead and give this one over to Chekhov, since he is quite good at these operations missions. We're going to give this crew member to Chekhov. For her last action, we're going to draw one more card. This is a computer uplink. +3 to any science challenge. Let's also give this to Dr. McCoy. Since that was such a fast turn, I think I'm going to combine these turns together and move on to our next character, which is Dr. McCoy. As we begin Dr. McCoy's turn, it's time to flip over the next Stardate card. 2 actions for Dr. McCoy and no events. Well, for his first action, I think I want him to beam down to this ambush. So if you remember, there was a motorcade ambush. Nibia is basically facing the threat of civil war, and there are rebels on the planet fighting against the government. And one of the government motorcades, perhaps on their way to the presidential palace, was attacked, and there are many wounded. So Dr. McCoy is going to go down there and see if he can help with the situation. That's his first action. He's got 1 action remaining, and I think thanks to Uhura's assistance in supplying him with extra equipment and crew members, I think I'm going to have him attempt this challenge. Well, for any science mission, Dr. McCoy starts out with a 10. But he's got the medical skill listed twice. So that's going to boost his starting number up to 14. We've got a crew member with us, a planetary scientist who can help. That's going to take us up to 16. 16. It's time to roll the dice and see if we can assist the wounded. 3, 4, 5. Alright, we've got a total of 21. That's just enough to complete this mission. With a result of 21 on or before day 7, it's only day 6. We were just in time. It says you save most of the victims, and their testimony offers clues as to where the rebels are operating from. Your next mission is 2A, and the rebel score is increased on the scoring track by 3 steps. So now we get to advance this track. 1, 2, 3. 3 steps. Just having completed a rebel's mission, we can now replace this one with the new card 2A. With the information we've collected, it says, Rebel Headquarters. You lead an away team to the rebel base, only to find several Klingons advising the rebels. Capture the Klingons and destroy the rebel base, hopefully before day 11. This is a command mission 24, and transportation or rebel items tokens will help you complete this mission. Very good. Dr. McCoy's turn has completed. However, he has a Command Authority Energizer card, and I may use this because we need to collect as soon as we can some rebel items. And down here, in this corner down here, we have some rebel items. And it's not so far away from his current position. So let's use this card to allow the good doctor to take 3 more actions for his turn. So for the first action, let's have him move a space. That'll take him down to 2 remaining actions. And then we flip this one over to see what the mission is. This is a side mission, dilithium supply. Combat with the Klingon cruiser has taxed the Enterprise's dilithium reserves. Persuade the government to deliver dilithium as fast as possible. It's a diplomacy mission. Well, if you can complete this, it will boost the energy track. So that's pretty good. Well, that mission stands there. 2 actions remaining for the doctor. I think I'm going to go ahead and have him move down 1 more step to this bottom corner where the rebel items are. We're going to flip this one over as well. Let's see what this is. This also appears to be a side mission of some kind. Dilithium Transport Vehicle. Help devise a faster method of transporting unprocessed dilithium to the Dilithium Processing Center. Assist the Nibian engineers. Alright, this one will also advance the energy score. Wait a minute. Energy score -3. Why is that? Okay, If you leave before completing this challenge, energy score -3. I see. Alright, so Dr. McCoy is basically stuck here, isn't he? If he leaves before this is done, energy score suffers. Alright. Well, the doctor has a choice to make. With his last action, I can either use it to pick up the rebel items, or he can attempt to help with the dilithium transport vehicle. He's a doctor, but he's pretty skilled in the sciences, so he's going to start off with a 10. And he's definitely got the help of the planetary scientist. That boosts it to 12. But 24 is pretty high, and he doesn't have analysis or communications. But we do have a computer uplink, which could take us to 15. We'd still need a pretty good die roll. Let's have fun with this and see if we can do it. Our chances are not so great, but let's let the doctor roll the dice and see if he can help with the dilithium problem. The doctor is rolling 2 dice. We've got a 7 and a 1. That's going to total 8. So with a roll of 8 added to 10, that's 18, 19, 20. Feeling the pressure, the doctor decides to work with the planetary scientist to put together a computer uplink to the Enterprise. Perhaps to get some help from Chief Engineer Mr. Scott, to help if he can put together something here for transporting the dilithium. It's still not quite enough. That's going to give us 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We need a 24. So, not only did we lose 1 for the 7 that we rolled on the dice, but we're going to push Dr. McCoy another 2 clicks down to give us another 1-point boost to take us to 24. You all know what he's going to say. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not an engineer. There we go. I just had to do that. Okay, so having solved the dilithium transport vehicle problem, Dr. McCoy is now free to leave at any time. I still think I want him to grab these rebel items before he leaves. But at least this side mission is taken care of, and we don't risk dropping our energy score. Well, the computer uplink card was used. We discard that. And that will conclude Dr. McCoy's turn.